So funny enough, while I'm talking about unscheduled stops and I'm driving down the road, I got a phone call from my wife, which interrupted my recording. No big deal. I'm not angry. We just start over and get going again, right? So the key is you look at that and you say, all right, I got an hour to go. Am I better off making a rest stop now that's going to delay me reaching my end target by 15 or 20 minutes? Maybe fewer if you're quick, but let's just call it what it is, 15 or 20 minutes. Or am I better off having an angry kid in the back, or an uncomfortable kid in the back, a frustrated kid in the back, which is going to make the trip worse for them, and it's going to make the trip worse for me? Make the stop. Don't stress your deadline. There's too many things on the road trip that are going to delay you. And if you cut your trip so tight, well, you've missed out on the planning that we talked about at the beginning. Allow yourself a cushion so that you can make these unscheduled stops, so you can make the detour and not have it just absolutely kill you. Okay, so we talked about flexibility. We've talked about pre-planning. What else can you do on your road trip? Well, part of the pre-planning stage isn't just packing clothing. Part of it is packing road trip snacks. It's one of my favorite things on a road trip. I learned a long time ago that stopping for fast food all of the time not only loses its luster, but kind of makes you feel gross. So we brown bag it. Now that doesn't mean we never stop for the junk food bomb, but if you've got a cooler with some chicken salad sandwiches or PBJs or lunch meat sandwiches or celery with peanut butter or whatever it is that you guys like to snack on, and maybe it's your own favorite junk foods, maybe it's beef jerky, maybe it's salt and vinegar chips, whatever it is, it doesn't actually matter. The key is you've got food on the ready, that you can throw some almonds back to the kids or some pretzels or for yourself and take the edge off. Because again, part of the key to a happy road trip is minimizing the angry time, the frustrated time. So if you've got to pee or you're hangry, that's not only going to affect you, it's going to affect the entire vehicle. It's going to affect the entire road trip. And this is true when you're flying also. You can't take beverages with you, so my cooler full of water and maybe some other flavored beverages and maybe some caffeinated beverages can't go with me on an airplane due to liquid rules. But that doesn't mean I can't have some granola bars packed. That doesn't mean I can't have some almonds packed or some trail mix or some Oreos, whatever it is that you like. It doesn't matter. And I like to try to bring some things that are a little healthier so I don't feel so gross and get the traveling movements. But it isn't about that. It's about the convenience and keeping yourself from being frustrated and hangry. So, pack appropriately. Now, in my 20s, there were financial reasons for why we did that. But it's been a great lifelong traveling companion, and that is having my food snacks with me. Don't be afraid to have a little fun when it comes to food and stops. There's a lot of debates about the value of Buc-ee's, and this is not an advertisement for Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's did not sponsor this episode. However, I just left my third Buc-ee's on this trip. In the 8 hours on the road down, I stopped twice at Buc-ee's. On the 8-hour ride back, I will stop twice at Buc-ee's. Why? Well, first of all, and this is vitally important to anybody on a road trip, I have identified that they have clean bathrooms. Clean bathrooms matter. So, that's a place I like to stop. There's a couple of rest stops where the bathrooms are clean and the staff, they do a great job. There's a couple of what are traditionally truck stop plazas where the bathrooms are clean and they do a great job. And I'm willing to stop at any of those, but it keeps me at stopping at the place that's questionable when I need to use the restroom. The second reason is what I'm driving right now is diesel. And the diesel fuel costs are high, and it's not the best road tripping vehicle, but it's the road tripping vehicle I have today. And at some point when I remedy that, I won't have to pay the diesel prices. But in the meantime, this is what can pull my trailer, so this is what I'm driving. And it matters to my pocketbook to find places to get reasonably priced fuel. So it becomes kind of an adventure. And one of the cool things that I've discovered, and this is a large vehicle, This is a 7.3 Excursion, and for those of you who know what that means, there aren't a lot of car washes I can go through, but there is in Sevierville, and it's a fun addition to my trip. Just going through a car wash help get me where I'm going faster. It does not. In fact, it makes it go much slower. But the 5 or 6 minutes I spend in that car wash where my truck gets to get washed, and it's not me doing it, it is a stress reliever. It's really a great experience for me. And I know that sounds silly, but when you don't have the ability to use facilities like that, it really is nice. And it's a scheduled detour for me. And by adding that extra 5 minutes onto my timeline, my truck gets clean, get all of the salt and grime off, and I feel better. And if I feel better, I drive better. If I drive better, I get where I'm going, and I'm not quite as cranky. Okay, so this seems to be an ongoing theme, right? Plan ahead and be flexible. And that's what it's all about. You're going to get where you're going when you get there. At the end of the day, you've got no other choice but to keep going and make the best of it. Otherwise, you've got to turn around and go home. So when you've got a road trip coming, don't get angry. Don't get frustrated. Don't let it dominate you. Don't stress it all the time. Be prepared. Get ready ahead of time. Know where you'd like to stop. Know when you'd like to get where you're going. But understand those are estimates, those are projections, those are best guesses. Don't let the detours and the delays ruin your trip. I'm Coach Eric, and this has been Sane Enough.